Live from Long Island, New York. It's it's something amazing happening over here. Are you able to see it that way, or is it like turned around in the thing, right? It's like
No,
turned.
you're good. It's good. It's good. It's just they start hearing a little bit in the background, but
Yeah,
otherwise it's good.
it's here, people. You can go and get it. Seven Rings, One Love by Agnes Amisano. I got it. I think Tuesday it came in the mail,
Mm-hmm.
and I said to myself, if I start, I know I'm not going to stop. And I already just now, before we got started tonight, read the dedication and the first page.
You went so far.
I'm just saying, I don't think I'm going to be doing anything else tonight. It's wild. Congratulations. I
Thank
really am very proud of you. This is an achievement. This is not even a joke, man. This is like so nice. And it's well done. This is a great stuffing stuffer. Stocking stuffer for Christmas. Um, I know it's going to be a good read. Next week, I'll tell you for sure. But I know it's going to be a good read. Um, and Agnes has poured literally and figuratively her life into this thing. And so I'm hoping everybody goes out and enjoys. How do you feel? How you feel?
Uh, Before I tell you how I feel, I have to tell you that as of today,
Hmm.
this book is also available in Polish on Amazon
Nice,
PL.
nice.
So I'm proud of that. Yeah.
Like I do all the plugs up front, Ryan. How dare you?
Yeah, and beside that, it's in two languages, Polish and
Okay.
English. It's
Yes.
available in 15 different countries through Amazon.com.
Okay.
So, no pressure on my family in England, Sweden, and all over the place. But if I don't see your name as buyers, now, I do feel a sense of accomplishment because I have been talking about writing this book for over 10 years, and it
Yeah.
took me, oh my God, it took me over 10 years to finish all that. Um, Picking and nitpicking which situation to leave and which ones not, it was very difficult. Without help, I would never be able to finish because mental heaviness was quite on my shoulders. That was just very difficult to finish this. It was very
Right.
difficult because I was reliving it. I have to admit that when I was doing final edit, I kept crying over myself. At two chapters, I literally got sick to my stomach.
Okay.
And I said, I don't know how I'm going to be able to continue this editing, uh, just because I could not believe how stupid I was. So that's a spoiler alert right there. Um, but at the end, I am proud of myself. Of I'm proud of myself because I survived. I'm proud of myself that I finished. Um, Yes, and I'm continue going through much more happier times, and I keep saying that under the phrase "what doesn't kill you make you stronger," it should be my picture. So yes.
It's put together well too. I, you know me. I nitpick, but this is nice and it's hefty. It's not huge, people. It's not 500 pages. How many pages is it?
Three and change.
Yeah, 301. 301, 302. So
Yeah.
300 pages. I'll be done in a few hours. But I'm the okay. So I'm going to ask you the questions that I'm assuming they're probably going to ask. So let's practice because you're going to be on radio and TV and
Actually,
talking
I
to
just
Oprah and
finished the interview. Yes.
yeah, yeah, and Oprah and everybody. Okay, so
Of course.
um,
Of course. I
what's been
promise
driving?
I'll take you with me to opera.
let's manifest it right now. Um, so what was the hardest part? Like you're saying, yes, it was difficult. You've been doing it for 10 years, but you eventually figured out and did it. What exactly was that was making you like? I was so stupid. What do you mean you were so stupid? What does that mean?
Um, with age, with
Yeah,
experience, we become more wiser.
yeah,
With time perspective, when I'm looking at myself, because I had to go back in time, couple
mm,
decades, that didn't
yeah,
happen. This life experience started decades ago. What
yeah.
what I'm putting in the book. So just to go through this again, this emotional turmoil, to realize what made me um, actually make those decisions that I did, because no one gets up in the morning and say, today I'm just gonna act like this crazy person. Um, you know, I had to really go back in time and understand myself, why I was the way I was, what made me this way, and finding out those reasons, looking at myself from being knowing what I know now and looking at myself before. I have to tell you, I cry over myself.
Mm.
I had to forgive myself. I had to forgive other people. I had to forgive my mother. Um, my sisters, they're still very iffy with me right now. After-
Have they read it? Have they read through the whole thing?
Actually, one already read it, and now she's reading it over the phone to another one.
Ooh. And why is she doing that? Because the other one
Well,
refuses?
The Polish version just came out, and the other one,
Oh,
I was able to email a transcript. So
okay.
she didn't have the book, but she had a transcript. And it was actually very
Family
funny.
dynamics are amazing, right?
Yes.
So in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if she was just refusing to read it. But I guess, yeah, if there's a language barrier there, that makes more sense.
No, there was, yes. And it was funny because she started reading before even she hung up with me.
Hmm.
Like we were talking via messenger. So she
Yeah.
already started reading the transcript when she opened it. I said, okay, so I'm hanging up and you can read. After 20 minutes, she called me. But how could you say this? What do you mean? So I said, you know what? Because two sentences later, she actually had the answer to her question.
Right.
But she decided that she's gonna call me right there. And in 20 minutes, she flew through three chapters.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was a little bit fun. I said, you know what? Why don't we talk about the book when you finish? Because you will find some answers to your questions throughout the book.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what she did. Um Today
Have
she
you
has.
ever discussed the more controversial? And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, there is controversy here. Have you ever discussed any of the more controversial? I guess the word could be salacious. The word could be you. Shocking parts of the book with them. Is this the first time they're hearing of some of
No,
the
no.
things, or they like they knew, but they kind of like how your family is. Sometimes they hear something, but they just like toss. We're not gonna talk about that.
There's a lot of secrets.
Okay.
My whole being, my existence was one of the secrets.
Mm.
My roots were one of the secrets.
Ah.
Discovering, I keep saying I lived several lifetimes. You already know that.
Yes.
My husband knew all the details, but when he read it while I was editing all the chapters, and he read it, he told me himself that he understood a little bit more, and he saw everything in a different light when he read it instead just hearing it from me,
Yes.
from difficult childhood. And definitely that part was discussed in the family. um, but it family talks. And okay, it was in the past, it happened. We're not going to talk about it. That was the time. That's
Right.
how people live. Well, excuse me, but I know from some of the family members that when left undiscussed, when left certain issues left not digested and
Hmm.
understood and talked and trying to find an answer, why did it happen to me, to
Yes.
not to become a victim of life, which I refuse with every single cell of my being to become that person. I take responsibility for every single step that I made. I own to my mistakes. I call them life lessons because there's no other way to call them. But I truly believe that I learn on each and every mistake that I made.
Hmm.
But coming back to what I'm trying to say, it's if you don't if you don't digest, if you don't understand what happened to you and why did happen to you, it's going to stay with you for the rest of your life. And the older you get, the more it's going to hurt. And
Yes.
if you're going to become a person that live with the hurt inside, deep inside your soul, you're not going to be able to enjoy your life. You're not going to be
Yeah.
able to own who you are or find yourself who you really are.
Yeah.
And that was so difficult, this whole process going or even picking the messages that I want to relay. That's why I reach out for help. It to actually pinpoint what I want to discuss and how I want to express that and visualize that. It was a whole process of helping me becoming of who I am today.
Mm.
Stronger, more independent. Not too many women can say that went through so many difficult situations and stand strong and say, I'm here. I'm going to own up to everything because that's what makes me stronger. That's what makes me wiser. And I can help others. Many women is stopping at one or two relationships, failed relationships, and believes that, okay, that's what my life it is. That's what's going to look like. I'm going to be unhappy for the rest of my life. They manifest anger, they manifest disappointment. And who wants to be like that? No one is attracting any success. No one is attracting um, other good people into your life if you are like that. I was there. I was in that point in my life. Thank God there was someone in my life that reached out to me and said, you know what? This is not good for you. Come to a seminar and look, listen to what other people have to say. Throughout my whole life, through conversations with women, they encouraged me to write this book. They encouraged me to share my experience because I inspire them to actually either evaluate their relationships, evaluate their life, become stronger, make better decisions. I continue keep saying to, and even in our book, So You Think You're Ready to Be Married, we address couples that they live in their homes, their parents' houses, with an idea of what marriage and relationship should be like. I was one of those people. You going in, okay, that's the way it's supposed to be. This supposed to be like that. And guess what? None of it is like that.
Yeah. And that's
So
not the only thing. It's not just relationships. Life itself and the way your parents or your relatives or other members of your family, like close relatives or whoever, like what they think life is number one. I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying that is their viewpoint. And not only are they probably whatever their viewpoint is, it's not for you personally, because you are different from them. That's number one. But number two, the world changes every I've been on this planet for over 50 years, and the world changes drastically, especially these last 100 years or so. The world changes drastically every 5 to 10 years. These last 5 years, oh my God, forget last 5 years. This last year, over this last year, the world has changed drastically, especially if you live in the United States. Um, and so it's an interesting thing where, yeah, you think what love is or what life is, and they've given it to you, they've told you that this is what it is. People, you need to go look for your own thing, go find your own thing. I'm not telling you. Don't send me any emails about Ryan. I took your advice and now I'm divorced. I don't want to.
watch it. Watch it. Yes.
But see what life. I mean, you're so right, Agnes. Like the life that people have put upon you or designated for you is not necessarily real. When I was like 19 years old, it dawned on me that I didn't have to be who my father was. For whatever reason, I thought with his DNA sort of looking like him, like there are old pictures of him. People, my high school buddies would like, "Hey Ryan, why are you in this old picture from how?" I was like, "That's not me. That's my father." And I was told you're gonna be just like him. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm trapped in this thing," and I taught myself other things. I pushed myself in a different way. And I feel like that's probably where you went to. You're like, okay, this is what they said I have to be. But and not everybody has the the presence of mind to do that, right? I mean, at what point do you get the impetus where someone says, no, you can break away from this old thing, this
If
old
you
way
are
of thinking?
unhappy, if you are unhappy
Yeah,
and you believe that happiness exists
yeah,
and you keep going no matter what, that's the persistent that you have to go through.
yeah.
And there's, you going, you saying your I do's, you already have experience behind you of authorities failing you. The authorities in your personal life already
Mhm,
failed
mhm.
you, lied to you, you were disappointed. So you go into this relationship believing that the person that is standing beside you is going to understand you, be there by you, and everything else, and nothing prepared you that the person who is standing beside you is a freaking fraud. And when you're talking like between um friends, oh, situations like this, I told him this, I did that. Nothing prepares you for that. There is no strength to do all that from the beginning. No one prepares you for living with someone with mental illness. No one prepares you for living with someone who's got bad habits or addictions. No one prepares you for someone who doesn't know themselves and is reaching out to you to help them find themselves while you are still trying to figure it out. What are you going to do? Is if whatever you're doing, is it the right thing? So that's what this book is about finding myself, finding what I really like through helping others, losing almost losing my life on a few occasions, starting life not the way I desired, or not anyone even thought about that it's possible for anyone to do it, and about many marriages through circumstances.
Mm.
Because looking from time perspective, none of them were based on love until I met my current husband. Prior marriages, and I'm admitting without shame that they were circumstantial, either because I needed somebody in my life that I could trust, either I was guilt into marriage, either because someone needed help, either because I needed help. On many occasions, people mistake feelings of love with being cared for, or showing love by caring for someone, or thinking that this is love just because there is a physical connection. It's far from it. That's not real love. That's not real love.
Okay, no more spoilers. You're giving away spoilers. No more. I love the back. The back's like, I'm gonna do it in the movie voice, okay? Because when this is a movie, I'm expecting,
Mhm.
hey, you know, when you have nothing, dreams can be the most dangerous and precious thing you own. Seven Rings, One Love is a story of starting over again and again and again and again and again and it doesn't say that. It says and again, two and again of loving deeply and losing almost everything and daring to want more without apology. Agnes battles abuse, isolation, and heartbreak, haunted but undaunted by the legacy of her mother's pain. Each ring found and lost, betrayal and renewal is a testament to her relentless hope for survival, but also for a life and love she would she could call her own. In a world still riven by division, displacement, and the quiet wounds of trauma, this memoir is for anyone who wonders if rising above it all is possible. Agnes's story is neither flawless nor filtered, but it is fiercely human. Read Seven Rings, One Love to discover how one woman's journey through darkness sparks courage in all of us to break cycles, build hope, and claim a future written by our own hands. That's nice. You know what really makes it official? ISBN 0000. Whenever you see ISBN, you know it's a real book, right? I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. It's very nice. Absolutely amazing. Well done. Well done. And ladies and gents, definitely want you to check this out. Seven Rings, One Love by Agnes Amisano. That's you. It's you. You did this. Look
One and
at
only.
you. Look at you. Oh my gosh. So, what are we doing next? What are we doing? Is it a book tour? Is it a radio interview? When is that happening? The radio thing.
In few weeks. In few
Okay.
weeks. Today I have appearance on one of the podcasts that I'm going to share all the informations with you
Excellent.
in a while. So slowly we're getting there. And I'm waiting for informations for the promotions. What's going to be happening in my little town
Okay.
of Darvolen, when that's going to be ready, and everything in the right time. Everything in the right time, step by step. But like I said, I am proud of it, and I'm really hoping that it will help other women, because that's the intentions. That's the intention that was behind writing this book, to help others. You cannot lose faith in yourself. You cannot lose hope in happy ending. I'm a living proof. I'm a living proof. when you give yourself time, when you believe in yourself, when you know who you are. That's the most important. When you know who you are, when you get to know yourself, you will find your love.
Um, I want you to go pick this up. Go pick this up. I'm going to read it over the weekend. Fully read it. There better not be. You better not have stuff in here that's going to make me cry next week. But I'm going to read it. And then if anybody else wants to read it with me, because I know Amazon will send it to you like in the next day almost. Um, Anybody else wants to read it with me, then we're going to talk about this again next week. I'm going to be careful not to give any spoilers away, but I want to be a little bit more. I'm excited to read it now, but I know I'm going to be really excited about it once I've finished reading it. What would you say to other people who think their lives, and honestly, most women have had like weirdo, I say weirdo, wow, difficult, difficult lives. No, no, no. If I
Don't
tell
worry
you
about it.
all the
It was
things,
sweet. You will see.
if
You will
I
see after
tell
the
you
visit.
all the things my mother has gone through, or my grandmother, I know when, just the stuff I know, I don't even know all of it. But what they did tell me, I know most women have had like weird lives. Once I was working in a law firm, and I was joking and talking about this woman who I saw in the train who had to shut down a stalker. And every woman who I was sitting with, about 4 or 5 women who I was working with, professional women who worked at a law firm, sitting around the table with me. I'm having lunch with them. And every one of them said they had a stalker. Every single one said they had had a stalker at one point. So I realized from then, this is like in the 90s. I was like, oh, and this is New York, New York. I'm like, and not to say, it is New York. So it's also a little crazy. But I was saying to myself, oh, wow, I didn't realize that that was a thing that they all had to think about simply because of their gender, right? In the way I think about, going outside because I'm a black man, their thing. I didn't realize it was a thing, but I learned that like early on in my early 20s. What would you say to any woman out there who's got a powerful story? They feel like they should share it with someone. How did you like push through to get this done?
Meaning my life or the book?
The book.
The book.
Yeah.
I asked for help.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
asked for help.
Good.
Asking for help, there's nothing wrong with that. For some guidance, how to, especially when there's something new that you're working on. There's no shame in doing that if you want to get through. Even in life, if you're having problems, you need to reach out to someone. Nothing comes from heaven. Wrong. A lot of things come from heaven.
Oh, okay.
But but I truly believe in that we were giving free choice, and the decisions that we make bring us to the point in life where we are. So, like I told you, I was in a very, very bad place, and a friend actually reached out to me, and she pulled me out of this misery, of mental misery, of the depression that I was very deep into. See, that's out, not only in a relationship, but not in a marriage, but any relationship. It's very important if you have someone beside you that you can rely on, that you can trust. It's a beautiful thing. That's what I gained in my final marriage.
Nice.
A partner that walks beside me, not ahead of me, not behind me to slow me down, but beside me. And that's very, very important to have
Nice.
someone that you can rely on. This is not, it's not about money. It's not about financial support. The most important thing in life is to be with someone because you wanted to be with them, not because you need to be with them. That's a huge, huge difference.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the
So,
biggest lesson that's here. Is that the biggest lesson that's in here? That eventually it should be someone who you want to be with, not that you feel like you need to be with,
you need
right?
to. That's correct.
Yeah, okay. You might get me to be a romantic again. Okay, we'll work on that. You got me thinking
Listen,
here. Okay.
listen. Me and my husband for quite some time now,
Yeah.
for a few years.
Yeah.
So it's nothing hidden here. It's we came from broken relationships, both of us, and with our baggage because we met late in life. But God only knows, just because there was no pressure, there was no need to be together, there was no, oh my God, look at the time, I need to do this, we need to do that. We give ourselves time to develop what we developed.
Yeah.
And because we felt like there is something that we can both enjoy, we build this. It didn't come overnight. We build this. And we give ourselves time to develop those feelings and this beautiful love that we have right now. And he's one of the gifts that I got after everything that went through that is in this book. Please prepare yourself when you buy this book. Have a box of Kleenexes and bottle of wine, because there are moments where you're going to have that glass of wine to go through them. They might be
Mm.
too spicy for you, mister. I don't know.
I'm trying to even think. I know I'm going to get into it tonight, and I'll probably knock it out. But yeah,
It's easy read. I must
that is
say.
not that's not how I want to spend my week. My week. Now I'm not going to give you that state, but I'm psyching myself up in the same way. I did psych you. I did say that to you. You know, you're going to have a lot of people who are not going to be happy with this book because, especially when you tell the truth. But I had also explained to you that there's an author who explained it all the time. She's like, I write science fiction, yet everybody, no matter what, found themselves in my books. I'm like, there's a dog. Oh, I'm the dog. I'm the dog. No, it has nothing to do with you. Much less basically an autobiographical work that you've done here. Um, and so people actually, I know you've changed the names and whatever, but I'm sure there's still people who are like, oh, I'm that person or I'm that person. And how dare you? This didn't actually happen or whatever. So, um, you're tough, and I know you're tough, so I know you'll deal with it. But at the same time, I'm like, I hope you're ready. And anybody else, you want to pick it up? Yeah, you can go to agnesamisano.com/publications because we have a link there to go to it, or you can just go get it on Amazon. It's on Amazon. You can just go to Amazon, type in Seven Rings, One Love, and it'll come up, and you can purchase it from there. But yeah, Agnes, so proud of you. You have no idea. You have no idea. I am so proud of you. This is beautiful, and I'm going to enjoy reading it this weekend. And then you will just have to deal with all the text that I send you with the crying emoji. Okay. It is what it is. All right. So, do you have anything to say to anybody? Oh yeah, ladies and gents, it's Seven Rings, One Love by Agnes Amisano. It's now in English and in Polish. You can get it if you go to agnesamisano.com/publications, you can find it there with the other books. But also, go to Amazon and search for it there, and you'll be able to find it. Anything else? What am I missing? Am I missing anything?
People will understand after reading this book why the other books that we published together. So you
Okay.
think you're ready to be married, yeah,
Yeah.
or The Heart in Chains. Life
Yeah.
experience made. I truly believe that I have PhD in human relationships or felt marriages. So um, we are sharing our life experience in those other books, and I encourage everyone to reach out for them because you can avoid a lot of mistakes that I have made. So learn from our mistakes. Usually our parents are telling us, don't do this, don't do that, do this and do that, and we don't listen because we always try to distance ourselves from our parents. But learn from our mistakes, right? Learn from my mistakes. They were painful. I made it, sometimes barely, but at the end, I made it.
Yeah.
So help yourself, reach out for the other books that we published as well.
Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. But yes, ladies and gents, I hope you've enjoyed this evening. We're going to be reading this and then getting back to you next week. So please, please, please tune in next week. Same channel, same time. Well, about the same time, hopefully. Wow, it's Black Friday next week. What are we doing? Yeah, we'll probably still hang out, right? You ready?
Absolutely.
Yeah, this
I'm
is gonna
done
be
with shopping. I don't need anything. I have everything I want. I have everything I need.
I keep
No
seeing
more.
people say, keep people saying, "Dear Black Friday, we don't need any 50-inch TVs. How about them groceries? Put them on sale." So I keep seeing that
There
on
you go.
online
Yes.
because yeah, apparently affordability has become the
An issue. Yes.
mantra of everybody everywhere, and so Seven Rings, One Love by Agnes Amisano. I'll see you guys next week. Bye, Agnes.
Have a good week.
Yes.